Okay, this is my first video that I'm going to be posting on YouTube. Um, it is 2:20 in the morning. I've been trying to record this video for the past 3 hours or so. My grandmother came over this evening and she decided that she was going to pretty much take over everything and that she wasn't going to leave. Well, um, I was trying to decide between topics. I was either going to do stud relationships or society's view against against the gay community. And I figured, why do either? Why not do my coming out story? Since this is my first video, I figured I could tell y'all about me coming out. When I came out, it was not willfully. This was like, it was done against my will. I was not ready. I knew I was not ready, and that's why I was trying to stay on the low until I built up the mental and emotional ability to do so. Um, when I came out, it was because my mom being nosy. I was sitting in the living room chilling, playing bully on my 360, and she comes down the steps. I'm not paying attention. I had no idea where I had left my cell phone. It was sitting on the arm of the couch. She came down, she grabbed it, she flipped it open, and my wallpaper was a picture of my girlfriend. She's looking, and she looks from the phone, and she looks at me, and I didn't realize until, you know how you could feel somebody looking at you? It was one of those type things. I kind of felt her eyes on me, and I'm like, oh, God. I looked from the TV, and I looked at my mother, and she had my phone on, and I'm like, oh, shit. My heart felt like it dropped to the pit of my stomach. And I'm like, guess this is it. I didn't really have a choice at that point. She's looking, and she's looking really hard. She's like glaring at her picture, and I'm like, oh shit. And she goes, who's this girl on your phone? I'm like, oh. And so she asked me again, and she's like, who's this girl on your phone? I'm like, silence. Again, I didn't say anything. I was fucking petrified. I did not want to speak. I didn't want to move. I was afraid to look her in the eye. I just felt like everything. I felt like the world was over. She asked me again, who's this girl on your phone? And from somewhere, from some unknown place, I grew a set of balls. And I looked her in the face. I didn't speak. I was still afraid to say anything. I didn't speak. I just looked in her eye and I gave her that look like, oh, you know who that is. Like, don't play stupid. Why else would I have a picture of a very attractive female as my wallpaper? I gave her one of those looks, and she was all like, she just kept asking, like, I guess she just wanted me to say it, for me to just like verbally say it, but I wasn't gonna do it because I was really, really afraid of what she might do, and it got really crazy after that. She started wilding on me. She started cussing and screaming and was all like, I can't even describe the way that she was acting. Like, she just hit the wall. She went to Pluto and back in a matter of like 10 minutes. Like, the conversation carried from the living room to the kitchen to the dining room to the living room back to the dining room, and she kind of set me down, and she set my sister down. My sister's gay too. My mother does not know. No, my mom does not get on YouTube, so no, I do not have to worry about her seeing this video. And even so, I doubt that she will come across my video out of all. So, okay. Anyway, she set me and my sister down, and she was like asking me all these questions. She was like, well, what was the dudes for? Was that just a front? I'm like, no. I tend to get along with males more than what I do females. I can't help it when dudes are attracted to me. Like, that's not something I can help. If a dude is attracted to me, then that's on him. I don't really care for males. I don't care for males at all. I mean, as friends, they're cool, but I found how I want to do it. I mean, I wanted to say that to her, like, but I didn't have the balls to, like, actually say it. I didn't have the guts to say it. I was still scared shitless. She She was doing most of the talking, and it was like, my sister, she's 13. She's 13. She spoke up for me. And I guess because she wasn't under heat and I was the one in the frying pan and she was kind of just sitting there going along with the flow, she was like, there's nothing that you can say that's going to change her mind or change the way that she feels. And I'm like, yeah, you're right. But I wouldn't say it. I would not say that. I did not have the balls to say that at the moment. And, everything that my sister was saying was the truth. My mom's feeling, her ill feelings towards who I am as a person is not going to change the fact that I like women. And I think she's come to terms with that now. But I know it's only been like a month or so, and that's I can kind of understand. Like if somebody was to spring some shit on you that you're like strictly 100% against, it's going to take some time for you to come to terms with it. But I mean, at the end of the day, she told me, she was like, "You're my daughter, and I love you, and I'm always gonna love you." And to hear her say that, it meant so much because I was expecting one of those, "Get the fuck out of my house, don't come back." That's what I was expecting, and to hear her tell me that she loved me and get the, "Oh, you're my daughter," it it was like a breath of fresh air. Um, well, that's my coming out story. I did not come out with my own will. My mother kind of forced me. I'm kind of glad that it happened because it just felt like a weight was lifted off my shoulders, and everything is good now.